Thank you, Pastor. Yes, Pastor. Okay. Are we moving
You know, the
next?
funny thing is that everybody will think it's Monday and you're happy. You used to be happy on Monday.
Oh yes, I'm excited. Happy Monday, people.
Okay, I like it.
Again, happy Monday, guys. We know that the weekend disappeared like money inside the December. I mean, tell me about that.
Yes,
but don't stress, right? We are here to refill your vibe tank, not the money tank. The vibe tank. So before you fully commit to serious mode, chill a little bit with us now for the next hour on Take 3 because the gang is here. But I am Kate Adeogun. Listen, so Mondays don't have to be given not on this show. You see, we're bringing the hottest stories. Yes, because we know what happened between VDM and Mr. Jollof. We will tell you later. So yeah, we have the freshest gist, we have hot drops, we are serving premium vibes only. I am, as usual, Ekemini Jane, and we have...
You know how it is, the freshest of them all, aka the voice of God, making things happen, making things soft, giving you the biggest information. And I'm here with the beautiful ladies, like you all know. So we're going to be dropping you all the details, all the chaos, all the bad booze that's been going on right now on social media. And you know, all the entertainment juices we're here, packed, loaded, fully ready to explode. But you know how it is now, you're also part of the show. Hit us up on our social media platforms at News Central TV on Instagram, X, and on YouTube. But first, let's start with the entertainment news, all right? Relax. Let's go.
Energy.
Nigerian rapper Olamide has pushed back against criticisms after he publicly declared Wizkid the greatest Afrobeat artist ever, second only to Fela Kuti. Speaking at a media briefing in Toronto, Olamide said the comment reflects his opinion or perspective and was not intended to demean other top artists. He also praised Burna Boy, Davido, and Wizkid as being not narrow-minded, suggesting their success is tied in part to their ability to rise above fans versus fans disputes. Legendary Afrobeat figure D'banj has revealed that it was Don Jazzy, not him, who suggested splitting up the iconic label Mo Hits. On the Mic On podcast, he said the decision 100% came from Don Jazzy.
You know, the idea to go our separate ways didn't come from me, so I cannot have them. So it came from Don Jazzy, 100%.
And in a gesture of goodwill, Don Jazzy gave him full control of his music catalog, including unreleased songs. D'banj reflected that despite the split, he holds no regrets. He said the split was more about vision and timing than conflict, and that they still remain in close relationship and they even talk about future collaborations. Rising Nigerian singer Spyro has claimed that even if he were to stop making music today, he would be made. He explained that a significant portion of his earnings comes from corporate bookings he regularly plays for banks and corporate clients because of his clean, family-friendly style.
I've carved a niche for myself in the industry like that. So, I mean, I get booked for events by the Zenith banks, like by the UBAs, the Tony
corporate organizations.
Beyond performance, Spyro says he's made smart investments outside music, giving him a strong financial cushion. Nollywood actor Olarewaju Babaijesha James has been released from prison after serving a 5-year jail term. However, Lagos State Attorney General Lawal Pedro SAN has strongly denied media claims that the actor was acquitted by the Court of Appeal. Pedro called the reports false, misleading, and irresponsible. He clarified the legal history. While the Court of Appeal set aside convictions from allegations in 2013 to 2014, it upheld the conviction relating to the 2021 sexual assault of a minor. According to the AG, Babaijesha's release was strictly because he completed his sentence, not because he was cleared of wrongdoing. Pedro also warned that he may take legal action against anyone continuing to spread the misleading claim of exoneration, calling it a serious distortion of the judicial record. Billboard has named Taylor Swift, Beyoncé, and Ariana Grande the top female songwriters of the 21st century, following a review of their songwriting credits and performance on the Billboard Hot 100. Taylor Swift leads the ranking for her consistent chart dominance and acclaimed storytelling across multiple genres. Beyoncé follows closely, recognized for her influential writing on empowerment, identity, and boundary-pushing albums. Ariana Grande rounds up the trio, celebrated for her sleek pop melodies, vocal-driven composition, and multiple #1 hits. Billboard says the list highlights women who have shaped the sound of modern music, both commercially and creatively, underscoring their long-term impact on global pop culture. An Australian man, Johnson Wen, known on Instagram as Pyjama Man, has been charged in Singapore after grabbing Ariana Grande on the yellow carpet during the Wicked for Good Asian Pacific premiere. Video footage shows Wen vaulting over a barricade and wrapping his arms around Grande as she walked alongside co-stars Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Erivo. In a viral clip, Cynthia Erivo immediately intervenes, shielding Grande until security finally restrains Wen. Wen, 26, is charged with being a public nuisance and reportedly plans to plead guilty.
All right, welcome back to Take 3, guys. We are happy that we brought you up to speed on the latest happenings in the world of entertainment. Of course, the gang is still here. I've not sent them away yet, but it looks like I'm going to blow some people out of the studio today. So you better get ready. So, all right, this next one, pure chaos in the skies, guys. VDM and Mr. Jollof took their Instagram beef offline, as in an actual fist fight inside a United Nigeria Airlines flight. Yes, that's like a mid-air wahala, if you ask me. It was so tough that crew members had to step in. The flight was delayed, and both men were eventually taken off the plane. Now, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has opened an investigation into what happened, to determine if aviation rules were breached or not. Right? And this video surfaced on social media and caused a whole lot of conversations. There was frenzy, there was a buzz about what actually transpired between VDM and Mr. Jollof. Of course, they've been on their drama, their fight since last year. I think it was in October 2024, right? And it was as a result of a video that VDM made alleging that, or stating that Mr. Jollof should go and do a paternity test for one of their kids, that he might not be the father to the child, right? And also speculating that the wife slept with Yahoo boys and politicians and whatnot. And in turn, there was a lawsuit. They took legal action. The Mrs. I don't want to pronounce the name wrongly. She filed a lawsuit, against VDM, of course, and I think it was 500 million, 500 million naira damages or something of sort. Yeah, so that's where the conversation started from. And of course, there's been some videos as well. They will say, yeah, if you see me for outside, I go slap you, I go beat you, I go do that. So it looks like they took it online.
And brought it online. Well, they literally took it offline and brought it on air. Nowadays.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what I'm going to say. First of all, I would say, the people who were the other passengers on the flight, they didn't know they were going to have a show.
Yeah.
So they would have told them, ladies and gentlemen, about this flight today, we're going to be giving you an exclusive between VDM.
Get your cameras ready.
Get ready for a super show. Front row seats, super show.
VIP.
Get ready to be blown away. Literally
blown away, right? So, but before we blow everybody away, let's take a look at the videos so you understand.
Okay, let them see. Let them see.
Dog back brother for flag, go slap you brother. One life,
I don't chop jollof, father. Where's I please? See, they bite me. Man, where they bite? They bite. Man, where they bite? You know, shame, they bite me. This person is man, where they bite?
We see that, according to VDM, Mr. Jollof beat him during the altercation, the drama that ensued between both of them. Is this the way to go, though?
Yes, it is.
It is the way to go?
Well, hear me out.
Okay.
Mr. Jollof just wanted some beef to go with his jollof.
Oh, clock it.
I go check it. I go check it.
For me. Academy 2025.
Aye.
Mr. Jollof needed a beef
to
go with the
that
jollof.
be the only reason.
I love it.
Why grown man go they bite person?
First of all,
are you a dog?
Why grown men go they fight each other like this?
They are trying to settle the scores.
Okay, no, again, because I used to think that in Nigeria, all that social media beef is usually kept on social media.
Yeah.
People just scream behind keypads and move on. But it seems the conversation had gone on for a while, and this was the only opportunity that presented itself for both of them to meet physically to have this situation happen. But again, I want to I want to just question the people that were with them. Maybe VDM's friends or his associates or Mr. Jolloff's friends.
But people were trying to hold them.
No, we saw Funny Bone as well.
People were ready with their phones before
to capture.
Yes, because you notice it started with a verbal altercation.
On that note, someone would have gone to meet him and be like, no, this can't be happening.
Yeah, they should have intervened at that point.
For the first action to happen.
It was about content.
These two people have established themselves as entertainers. And like we said, they were bringing premium entertainment. They were bringing front row VIP entertainment. And you think that in this country, where everything is stressing everybody, we will not watch premium entertainment, my dear, come off it. Because if the others will do show now, they will deal you like 20K, 50K. We can't afford it, but we have paid for flight tickets, so we can stay there. And it's a bonus now, a sprinkle. Now, you don't know that if you enter plane now, you can watch free movie.
But this
is the first time it's happening on a plane this year alone.
These guys are supposed to be role models.
Yes.
These guys are supposed to be role models.
VDM is role models.
VDM has his followers, and he calls them
the Rattel.
The
Rattel. The name sounds.
And Mr. Jollof has his fans who support him.
Yeah.
So at least they should take that as a bit of responsibility to be able to control yourself.
I mean, that makes sense.
A lot of time, people would offend you. People would cross the line with you. People would agitate you. But would you say at every point in time when you want to express yourself, you just go all out
blows
and start throwing punches because you can? It's childish. I don't see it as any reason, but it's childish.
I don't know, it might be childish, but I don't consider it to be out of character for someone like VDM.
Well, I haven't seen, has VDM
I'm not
been
talking
this
about
physical
fighting,
before?
but I think it is like our elders say now from clap, they enter dance. Someone that cannot draw a line when he's speaking about people, right? What led to him saying, Mr. Jollof should go and do paternity tests? How's that your business?
Yeah.
So this person has a track record of instigating people. Do you understand? And as we can see from that clip, VDM stood up first. Do you understand? Maybe it would have ended with verbal altercation, they would have exchanged words, but he got up to actually physically be in this person's face, thus even further, possibly further provoking the person. So I don't know why we're now acting like, oh my God, he's patron saint of good guys. So how could VDM do so?
No. What I'm just
saying, about both of them.
Yes,
it's not just VDM alone.
It's about both of them. What I'm just saying is, even if you find yourself in a situation like this, and you know that you don't want to have a physical encounter with someone, you have the option to walk away.
Yes,
but if you say something to you that you know that can lead to something else, as he's talking, just walk away, because he had a choice. The plane was not on air.
Yeah,
he had a choice to leave. See Funny Bone there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Funny Bone was also there.
Funny Bone is there.
Even tagged him earlier, saying, Funny Bone, I see you. I'm like, it would hold you now, you're the bigger one.
But we waited till the first blow was served. And everybody started to say, hey, don't do, you shouldn't do. Why are you doing? Don't do, come on.
But, I mean, VDM should also learn to keep quiet and stop saying things about people. I mean, look at the Yabojo situation too. I feel like it was part of the controversies of this year. It's like, Well, is it making money from it? They say so. It is what it is. You have to stay relevant, right? Virality brings money for him.
We're going to have to go on a quick break, but hold that thought because there's still so much to discuss when it comes to celebrity behavior, right? And when we come back, we'll be traveling. We will actually enter plane and we'll go to the US because somebody is putting their mouths in Nigeria business. We'll be right back.
Our chairs might not be here by the time you come back.
We're not going to fly. We're not fighting.
Welcome back. You're still watching Take 3. Now, on to overseas matter. We're entering plane and we are going far away. Nicki Minaj has been at the center of a Nigeria-US conversation for a hot minute. It started with her posting praising Trump's comments about the reported killings of Nigerians, Christians in Nigeria, beg your pardon. And the reactions were immediate. Some people appreciated her using her platform, while many Nigerians felt she oversimplified a very complex crisis and stepped into our national issues through an American political lens. And now, just as things were calming down, it has been announced that she will be speaking at a UN event this Tuesday. That's tomorrow, I'm guessing. So the conversation has shifted again. Is this Nicki expanding her global advocacy or stepping into territory she may not be fully prepared for? And what does this say about mixing celebrity culture with advocacy? Ladies and gentlemen, we have traveled.
And we did not fight.
Thank God. At least this one is not about fighting. We give God the glory for that.
Okay.
Because people are asking that Azal. Because you are one. You know, what do you know about this?
If you had told younger me, you know when Nicki Minaj came out with her light shades and her pink with her fringe, if you had told me that we be taking mouths inside geopolitical issues.
I mean, for some people that are saying, I think I'm sitting on the fence with regards to this conversation, right? Because some people have the opinion that if this would help spark meaningful action, then why not? Because she has a platform, she has the reach, she has the influence, the numbers, you know, like they are saying now. You understand that, that would probably help. You know, issues like this are not internationally recognized all the time. So for somebody who is in that climb, it would, you know, maybe push it forward a little bit and people will hear about it, people will see it, people will know about it and everything, like, do you understand? So some people are of that opinion, while some people are like, if it's not going to spark any meaningful action or they are not going to do anything about it, why are we doing that?
This is my issue. She didn't say anything about it until Trump. That's what makes it feel performative. It doesn't feel genuine to me.
But again, we've seen a lot of this happen, not just with other celebrities.
Yes.
People wait for probably the man at the top or one other person to make the first move before they jump on any conversation. Again, most of these celebrities are very careful about the things they say, the content they put out, because brands, endorsements, these are the things that keep celebrities alive.
But people are cancelling, apparently cancelling Nicki because of this. So I don't think she's being careful. Because if it was one post and she was being careful, she won't go as far as accepting to speak at a UN event. I'm like, sorry, but what is she going to say?
Again, I'll pick up from what Kate said. Nicki Minaj has a huge following, right? No matter how you look at it, she has a huge following. She's a world-class celebrity. And putting her voice on something like this would give, you know, some kind of effect as regards, it's not just the people in government that are talking about this crisis. Or other celebrities are talking about it. Ordinary people are talking about it. So it's not just the responsibility of government to jump in, but it's a matter of people are being, allegedly, Christians are being, you know, killed in Nigeria. So they need to talk about it. So I don't think it is out of place if she wants to talk about it, if she wants to share her own view in regards to the situation happening. I don't think it's out of place.
Do you guys think that it's politically motivated? Because here's the thing. Yes, the topic is on ground, right? But there are so many other people who are, maybe I'll call them subject matter experts in this case. They are more equipped to talk about it. Why is a rapper coming to a UN event. It's not, I'm not saying don't post about it. It's your platform.
But again,
what if she didn't find for UN?
Maybe she knows one or two things. She probably
one or two things she knows about what's happening in Nigeria.
People do research now. Because she's a rapper or she's always shaking and everything doesn't mean she does not have anything.
Kate, complete that statement.
No, don't worry about it.
Kate, finish the thing that you were saying.
What is the truth? Not because she's a rapper and entertainer, then she doesn't know about
Yes. I mean,
she will do her research.
In our own clients, we have our celebrities who support a particular political party and whatnot, and they still get dragged for it because the political parties are doing terrible jobs.
Picture, like she was speaking in UN. Did she speak?
Hey, it's not Aunt Mommy.
She didn't
it's
speak.
Not me.
But she took picture.
It's not me.
Yes, and videos.
It's a devil. But guys, this is the thing. We get it when people are jumping on bandwagons about different topics, but this is a sensitive issue.
Yes,
lives are at stake.
It is.
This is an alleged genocide. Like, it's a big deal.
It is.
Please, the UN needs to tell me what Nicki Minaj is going to come and say to them.
She will help amplify the conversation.
Yes, the amplification that millions of Nigerians have not been able to do. It feels like an oversimplification. It feels like you've taken a sensitive issue and you've turned it into entertainment content.
No. I won't agree to that because the Nigerians that were here were not talking about it until Trump came out to talk about it. How many Nigerians spoke about this alleged killing?
Yes.
Until Trump made a comment.
Yes.
None.
No. A lot of Nigerians were talking about it. There has been massive outcry about this.
Yes. Okay. We're talking about the celebrities now that we are focused on. How many of them posted something? Even when Trump tweeted what he tweeted, how many of them reposted or said anything about it?
So are we saying that because other people did not talk about it, that then validates her own oversimplification?
It's not about validation. It's not about validation.
It's like we're clapping for and say, hey, everybody no talk what. Congratulations.
I will clap for her because she was one of the celebrities that decided to look this way and talk about a situation that was there and nobody was talking about it.
She's using her voice.
She's just lending her voice.
Yeah.
And it's not a problem.
And she's been doing that for other cases too. Yes. This is not the first.
It's not the first time.
It's not the first.
So do we, in all honesty, our full chest, our full conscience, as Nigerians living in Nigeria, who maybe have friends or family or loved ones that have been affected by this genocide, do we think that this will make any difference?
See, like I said, there's a possibility that the reason why they pulled her into this is to amplify the conversation. Nicki Minaj has fans, she has numbers, and that's what everybody does to pass information around. Look for the person with the highest number, get them to talk about it, and you can reach as many people as you want. So I don't think it's politically, inclined trying to make a political move. No, I don't think
because at the end of the day,
I don't think so.
Celebrity advocacy can also amplify an issue or a conversation if we think about it. If we think about, because there are lots of people who vote for certain political parties or certain personalities because of what their celebrities or what their fans, their idolo, is saying about it.
True, but I'm still very...
You just don't feel that a rapper should be at the UN?
No.
Nicki Minaj wants to become president.
It's not even that she's a rapper.
Okay.
It is that I don't think that she... It's a
has what it
conversation.
Takes.
Not she has what it takes. There's no depth to the things that she has been saying. It just sounds like, let's pray for the persecuted Christians. It doesn't feel like she's entering, okay, let me walk hand in hand. What has she done beyond that tweet, beyond UN inviting her?
Okay, so maybe let us
what moves have she made?
Let us wait and see. Maybe when she gets to the UN, she will tell us her plans.
Okay, let's
maybe there will be a call to action. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Cross our leg, everything.
Updates go there tomorrow.
Updates go there tomorrow. All right, we'll take a quick break right now. But when we come back, we've got a special guest we're going to be having an interesting conversation with you wouldn't want to miss. So let's jump right into a special thing that we went to, check out this weekend. Let's watch this. We'll be right back.
One of the things that I take away from festivals, okay, I've been to some festivals where they tell you that
They are bringing people you can collaborate with. They have a class with XYZ person. You sit down. I sat down in one festival and I spoke to 2 women for 2 hours, explaining my story, hoping that funding will come. It's 5 years ago. So we have seen these things. You begin to send email after email, they just post you. So people are discouraged. There's a 2022, I got close to 93 awards. 2023, I said I don't even submit any film for any award because I have plenty of awards without money.
For me, I'm the CEO of this Africa International Film Festival, but I'm just an investor. I invest, that's what I do. I believe this platform, and that's why I pioneering it. I'm also funding it. Reason being that we need to have a platform where we can tell our stories. We can tell our stories to the rest of the world. So the only way forward is for us to create platform like this that will involve us to collaborate with foreign countries so that we'll be able to help to do big movies that will be able to tell our story better. And not just telling story better, investors will be able to put their money, will be able to have their capital return fast.
All right, welcome back. It's still Take 3, and we're still here, dissecting all the things that are happening in the world of entertainment. It's been back to back to back, from throwing blows to, taking UN stage and all that. But hey, we're here to serve it to you hot, where you can chill, relax, and understand. Now, before we went on that break, I told you that we're going to be joining a special guest. Yes, he's here, and we're going to be talking about something very interesting because people have been talking about it recently on social media. Now, in recent years, Nollywood has seen an undeniable boom, bigger budgets, global audience, streaming platforms, and a spotlight like never before. Yes, we all agree to that. But with the rise comes a growing debate. Are we sacrificing craft for clout? Today on the show, we're diving into the conversation many people whisper about, but rarely say it out loud. Yes, and we are going to say it loud. Pretty faces, bad acting. Is Nollywood prioritizing popularity over performance? Yeah, from influencers turned actors to casting choices driven by follower counts. Yeah, so to the pressure on producers to sell rather than elevate. Now, the topic is shaking tables industry-wide. And with us is somebody who understands not just filmmaking, but the heart of storytelling. Mr. Taiwo Gunjobi, a director known for thoughtful, character-driven narratives and commitment to authentic performance. Mr. Taiwo, we welcome you specially to our Take 3.
Welcome to Take 3! We're so happy to see you.
Yes, so we are glad that you took out time to balance with us today to tackle this conversation with like a man of timber and caliber that you are.
Oh yes.
We know you're going to say it as it is because that's what we do on the show. We know the hide mouth. We say it.
No problem.
So now let's jump right into the first matter, Mr. Taiwo. Now, do you think Nollywood is unintentionally rewarding social media visibility over actual skill because producers feel pressure to cast faces that trend rather than actors that can truly act? Now, tell us what you think about this matter.
Well, I think the question is a bit provocative because, to be very frank, there's nothing wrong with being popular. Everybody seeks popularity at some level, and we're doing a very commercial enterprise. Filmmaking is very commercial, at least at most levels. So there's nothing wrong, essentially, in casting people who are beautiful, who have screen presence, who have popularity, But of course, I assume you're speaking about when it becomes the central core, when it overpowers performances, and that's a problem. In certain parts of Nollywood. I wouldn't say every part of Nollywood. Nollywood is vast. Nollywood is has different expressions. So in some expressions of Nollywood, definitely that is prioritized above great acting. And it's an unfortunate part of the game, but it is actually part of the game, because that business model rewards some things, and not always good performances.
Mr. Tao, this thing you said, it's like you are telling us that we have reached the crossroad that we must either do this or do that. So just to be clear, so are you telling us that this is how it's going to be, regardless of people? We have really talented actors that are not social media savvy because maybe they didn't catch up with the trend at the time, and they don't have that numbers, those amount of people that these filmmakers or investors want to see. So are you saying that they will not get the proper opportunities that they should get because of the situation they have found themselves in?
So I think it's an unfortunate part of the industry at this time, but it's actually part of the evolution of every industry at this level. Nollywood is very young. Nollywood is very young compared to all the other film industries that it's compared with. Bollywood started in the early 1900s, Hollywood as well, and Nollywood started in 2000. New Nollywood began in 2006 to be very precise with you, and it has been bootstrapped. It hasn't been backed by any policy that is really serious. It hasn't. There is really no. We don't have a lot of great film schools. We don't have great film policy. There's nothing national going on there. So, for many industries that are at this level, these things are expected. Naturally, we don't have a great acting culture because, first of all, we don't have a great filmmaking culture yet. We're still quite in our very young age. We're still trying to learn how to tell stories to a global audience. We're still trying to learn how to even produce properly, and all of these things are affecting everybody. It's not just the acting; it's also in the directing, it's also in the editing, in the music work, and everything. So acting is one of the consequences of that, in certain parts of the industry. I'm not saying that actors here don't have any hope. To be very frank, it's a global problem. Hollywood does the same. The several Hollywood films, you see that they just cast the lady because she's a model and she has a big followership, So it's a global thing, but we are much more affected because we don't have enough. We are still very young, and so we don't have enough films that we buffer it, and the culture isn't great yet. We can't really balance it out very well. We don't have acting coaches on set. We don't have great acting schools yet. We don't have enough directors who prioritize performance. I don't think we have an award culture that prioritizes performance as well. A lot of our awards, for a long time, prioritized voters. I won't mention the name of the awards. So these are the issues, and so because it's still very young. It's still a very young industry. The incentives to want to push yourself to be a better actor isn't really there. It's a personal thing, and so most people would rather invest in having more followers because right now that seems to be a stronger strategy to getting jobs as an actor. For some of us in the industry, that's not our reality. Some of us don't cast that way. Some of us try to cast diverse ways, cast stage actors, cast people who look like the role, We don't do that. Right. And some people in the industry don't do that. But for some parts of Nollywood, that's just the way the business is, and it's just unfortunate. It's the situation of things.
I think I can attest to that with your recent directorial job, which is about The Fire and the Moth. I think I can attest to that based on what you just said now. But let's talk about streaming platforms, right? Streaming platforms are now major players in Nollywood. Are they raising performance standards, or are they also guilty of enabling these algorithm casting based on maybe hype rather than talent?
I think the streamer is a tech startup at the end of the day. It's not going to place a demand on anybody to go overboard. Definitely, streamers coming in put more cash in the hands of producers, and a few people took that opportunity to actually level up their work. I wouldn't say that was complete. I wouldn't say that transformation was total. Because let's be very frank, the streamers only serve a very small percentage of the Nigerian film, of the Nigerian film industry. You know, a lot of our industries are on YouTube, the Yoruba film industry, the Kannywood, you know, all of those industries are still out there, still doing their thing. So I wouldn't say Netflix, Amazon, and these streamers necessarily will help or will affect bad acting. I would say they are there to simply put the best films there that they can put there for the audience, you know, and we've seen some of the films on those platforms as well, you know, not always great acting, you know, so they can't do the work for us. That has to be the consciousness of every producer out there, every director there to say, I'm going to make a difference, you know, I'm going to try to do the right thing. You know? I don't think the streamers can really do anything about that.
Okay, so you spoke about professional training earlier. You don't have coach actors or directorial coaches or whatnot, acting coaches on set and, you know, what have you. Should Nollywood now enforce mandatory professional training for actors, or do you think that that would be seen as elitist in an industry that is built on hustle and grit?
I don't think Hollywood has an acting talent problem. We have great theater schools around the country, UI, OAU, Unilag, LASU. All of these schools have great theater programs. So there's a talent pool that is good. The problem is when the talent pool joins the industry forces the talent pool to become something else. So because we are always shooting, we always rush our productions, actors don't have time to rehearse, then sometimes we begin to cast them because they look a certain kind of way, so they don't have the pressure to improve. We don't employ acting coaches on set, and that's because maybe a lot of people are trying to be penny wise, you know, and we don't just have the time and the budgets don't work for it. And so these great actors come into the system, and in 5 years, 10 years, the talent hasn't improved. They've not grown. They've not had the time to improve their craft because they keep on doing the same things over and over. They've become comfortable. So I wouldn't say they need to do any specialized training. That's a personal thing. I know actors that take courses occasionally. I know actors that go back to the stage to go do rehearsals on stage and do stage productions. I know actors that take breaks. But right now, it's kind of a personal thing. You know, I've met actors that will tell you, bro, I don't need to do more than I'm doing. I'm getting the roles. Why should I bother? So it's a personal thing, and it's really just a personal thing. You can't mandate it. You know, I think one thing you can say is we have directing guilds, we have acting guilds, we have guilds. I think the guilds can help the actors to with coaching classes, with training opportunities that can help.
Conferences,
you know. But basically, it's down to individuals, man. There's enough information there for anybody who really wants to grow.
Yeah. All right.
Right. So, like, here's what I want to know. As a director, like, you mentioned some people may not be willing to put in the work. Some people are fine being pretty faces and being popular. What do you do when you have emerging talent? Like, how do you balance that? Oh, okay, I think there might be some potential here, but that might cost my production. You're not all the way there. What do you do when you have talent like that? That is either, oh, the talent is not really there, or it is in, you know, seed form. What do you do as a director?
I think, like I said earlier, what most people do around the world is to get that person acting coach in the duration of the film. I know a couple of Nigerian films, not a lot of Nigerian films, employ acting coaches during production. That's what Hollywood would do. That's what Bollywood would do. They often cast celebrities to do things, but they will give them acting coaches, and they will work on this script for 11 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks. So that helps this person who doesn't have the ability yet to come up a bit. So acting coaches help. Having extensive table reads help. We don't have enough table reads in Nigeria. You know, we do maybe one table read, and that's it. We go to production. You know. And in other places, people work on projects for 3 years, 4 years, analyzing the product, analyzing the material. So if I had that kind of situation, I would employ an acting coach. I would ensure we start doing the work very early, and ensure the person is passionate. A lot of people who want to do these things come in for the celebrity, not for the passion. If you have the passion, come in early, 6 months before the project is shot. Let's start rehearsing with you. Let's start working on the material. That's the way I think that works.
So that begs a question. This is my own curiosity. How much time on average goes into production? How much time is it oh guys, we have the script too, everybody's on set, or we get 2 weeks, let's run it. Or do people actually, because now you're saying 6 months, you know, do people put in that time? I'm not talking about the producers now. Or do they just want quickly, because obviously it would cost money, right? It would cost money if it's prolonged. So on average, how much time do we put in, like Nollywood? What's the Nollywood standard? And what would you say is your prescribed standard?
Well, again, it boils down to budget, and it boils down to passion. Typically, I think the average Nollywood project will spend a month writing, maybe another month in production, and you go shoot for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And we see the outcomes. The film is rushed, the writing isn't great yet, the performance is rushed, the director hasn't doesn't get the material yet. Nobody really knows what they're doing. So, and that's kind of what is common. But I would prescribe at least spending 6 months developing the project, not just writing a script, develop the project. Go to write it out, do table reads with the actors, get a feel of the material, get in your DOPs early, get in everybody early on the project, not just 3 weeks to go, we start looking for everybody else. Let's get in 6 months early at the least, if we can afford it. And for a lot of us, people can afford that, and that's where building teams matters. If you have a team that you work with and you've built along the years, you can't be able to pull people to do things like that for you, even if you're not paying them for that time. So again, as I said, it boils down to passion. You know, for example, if I'm working on a project and I really love the project, I might forego development fees, you know, and just stay on the project for 6 months, 7 months to give it the best. But that's a personal thing. You know, you can't ask everybody to do that. But that, to me, is the only way to get a good work job. We don't just get paid enough for it. And it's not a Nollywood issue alone. If we follow Hollywood, Brady Corbett, who directed Brutalist, was complaining that he spent 3 years developing Brutalist and he doesn't get paid enough to do that. So at the end of the day, in the Nollywood context, it's even worse. You know, we don't even get paid enough. And so it's going to be about passion at the end of the day. You know, just take the project and just say, I want this to be the best thing personally. Yeah. And then you just sacrifice your time for it.
All right. So, Mr. Tao, I'm curious because throughout the conversation you've been mentioning budget, and that's where I would like to touch on, because if you say the reason why most of these things happen is because we have limited budgets, but here back in Nigeria, we see movies that are grossing over 1-point-something billion naira. They put out social media posts and said, "Oh, we just grossed this amount of money just to create all the buzz and everything." So when these movies, we make this money. So I would say, is it a system failure? Because in the end, if we have this money that people put out on media to say that they are making, then why don't we have a system that can properly track this process of getting actors? Because again, if an actor decides to go to film school and he doesn't have social media following, then it's a waste of time with what we are looking at so far. So do you really think it is the budget, or the people, or the filmmakers, or the investors just don't really think it's necessary?
Don't care, yeah.
They just don't really think, we don't care. Let's just get the film done and put it out there with the faces that are already celebrities. It's not about us not having the money.
Okay, so I just use budget as one of the things we say, and it's the thing that I would say is key. But basically, the most important thing, like you said, is structure, and that begins from producers. In this part of the world, we look at producers as people who either sponsor the film or physically administer a production. Whereas in the real sense of it, the producer is somebody who not only gets the crew, actually develops the material from day one to when it's ready. So that person has an idea of what a great story is. It's not just somebody who knows how to run a film set. You know what a great story is. You can stay with a project for 3-4 years, developing it through different writers, getting the right directors to do it, getting the right crew to do it. But over here we have producers who prioritize other things. Maybe I can execute something, I can just shoot it, or I can, or I know how to get money, sponsor producers. So that has created a system where most producers are not tracking performance, They're not tracking story correctly. They're not tracking talents on the project correctly. They are tracking the wrong things. So because of that situation, we're having the outcomes that we're having. Yes, people are announcing budgets, announcing profits, but half of that goes back to the cinemas. Some of that goes back in taxes. You maybe get 40% of what you earn at the end of the day. And, you know.
Interesting.
Again, that's about your passion for the craft and your heart. If you don't have a heart for it, you just don't have the incentive to do anything better.
So in other words, it's not for the weak. Anyhow you see and you collect her. And that's how we see her.
Wow, interesting. This was very insightful, Mr. Taiwo Gujobi. Thank you so much for joining us today on Take 3.
It's a pleasure. Nice conversation.
Thank you so much. Okay, we'll see you some other time. Wow.
So my acting career cannot really blossom.
No, it will not.
Until I go and dance on TikTok.
Abba. And you sabi dance now. Should you be my coach?
I'm your coach.
Yes, now.
To say you did dance that lockdown period now, you don't blow.
I know, right?
Yes, you're like,
well, it's time for us to go, guys. I think we've done our bits for today. Yeah. We hope that you had fun and you learned one or two from the conversation that we just had. Right? So maybe it's time for you to, build your social media pages as well. You never know. You never know. Well, thank you for joining us on Take 3. Take 3 will be back tomorrow. Yes, to dish out all the freshest, the juiciest, the trendiest, the everything-est in the world of entertainment. Thank you very much. But we are not going to leave you alone because we have Celeb Socials. You want to see what your celebrities are up to, right? So that's why we have Celeb Socials for you. My name is Kate Tadiogun from Ekemini Jane and Adewa, aka the voice of God. Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
See you guys tomorrow.
So this is the look for today. This boot, I actually picked this boot from a female section. Like, it's not men, but I love it because of the height. I want to be higher than everybody. Zero stylist, no stylist. I have to hide all your girls today. I'm so ready. Peace.
How did you let Congo score? Which guy? What's going on?